Hey guys, welcome back to Grimreaper, coming at you for another video of Raidshadowlegends. Hopefully you guys are doing well and looking after yourselves, and hopefully not having a bad weekend and your sharples are going well. Today's video I want to cover on how to counter the new duo in Classic Arena for offense, and it's pretty simple. And I want to showcase the one champion who is not in crazy gear or anything like that. And there is also a couple of options available for you as well. So I kind of wanted to go and talk about this one champion who was a fusion and to tell you why he works so well. So EMIC TRUNKHEART I have found quite effective for offense, mainly for the new duo, and it's quite effective for the new duo because this ability here, it will put the taunting and unkillable for 2 turns on yourself. So I actually find this really cool, and you can use any block buff champion for 2 turns like helicath, tower. You can also use man-eater or Cernic as well for this as well. Now, EMIC is the best because of his A2, which will give you the cooldowns. And also, this is quite effective as well. So, getting a decrease of cooldown on the new duo. So, we'll talk about the team role and synergy as well. So, we're up in Platinum Arena, done some testing and stuff like that with this comp. At the moment, I'm really liking Recife with this comp as well because I want to try and get the increased speed and sort out that taunting as soon as possible and get that unkillable. Now we are running bolster set here. You don't need unkillable if you're not running bolster set because it can take a hit. The problem is if you're running the bolster set on your teams, I run a lot of bolster on my champions. I'm kind of like trying to think and how to get around that. Okay, yes, I can strip them all, rebuild stone skin, but that's a lot of oil to cover, and also I don't really want to do that because then I have bombs to worry about and all this and that. So that's a very complicated conversation I don't really want to get into in this video about which one's better or what to build or how to build defense. This is mainly about counting king and queen on offense. So again, we're going to use king and queen offense. I found harmony quite good. Found Georgie the breaker quite good as well. Just got to be careful with him because you can't use Necrid because of king's A3. But the king and queen is actually the best counter so far that I found quite good other than Taurus Karishka. Okay, so Taurus Karishka can also work as a counter to them if built in stone skin and built correctly, right? And used correctly as well. So we've got king, queen, and then this slot here is kind of like you're picking, right? You can have lockout, you can have Rantu if you want, or anything like that. Okay, some type of CC, another nuker, like Ronda if you're going up against Monkey, for example, or if there's not a UDK and you want to bring a Rodus, like all of these are optional, okay? But for today, we're going to bring in Sifi because I'm quite comfortable with Sifi. Now, Sifi will give me the block buffs, increased speed, and a second reviver, which is quite low, and cooldowns. Now, I find either like super difficult to kind of just go up against in general content. So as you can see, we do have a bolster set on the team, but you also put the shields up and strengthen up, which is cool with me. Now, for now, we can't really do much because Eva is just lost her stone skin, so we can actually go ahead and do the A3, the A2. We're not going to kill any one of the A3 because UDK is there, so there's just no point trying to get that. We do proc reduction on the king. He also comes in with his A2 and he gets a double hit as well. So our unkillable buff did its job, right? Which is what we generally want to see. She's now generally quite fine. We're going to use this, try and get a cooldown. Don't think we got a cooldown on the unkillable. Now, if he gets a cooldown unkillable, it could be a little bit sticky. Okay, so we can see that it has strengthen or shield up again on all of the team. And we go ahead and take them out like so. We're going to go ahead, hit auto, and then wait for UDK to kind of just lose his stone skin. And we do what Grim does. So yeah, you can use Cernic, you can use a man-eater and helicath. I've done a bit of testing with them. Helicath's super effective as well if he's built for damage. Can generally do quite much, but I wouldn't use the A2 much on him. The A1's quite effective, so yeah. Speed always has solid builds and stuff like that, so you can see how effective it is there. We have another one here. Now this one could be very difficult because on the mythical we know how good this mythical is. He can actually strip if I'm not mistaken, so you do want to avoid strip and lockout champions. Now there is a way that you can counter the strip champions and lockout champions, which I'm going to go into when I show you his gear and masteries and stuff like that. Okay, so we can do that. So yeah, let's go ahead. I'm not going to take this one on. We'll take this one on. We got UDK here and another Sifi. And we just see, so if he's running like all stone skin here, then fair enough, he's doing a great job. Now, one thing that I've noticed is I don't want to bring lockout, okay? Because if I bring lockout, Queen won't do the A2. You want Queen to do the A2, so you get the double hit. So just bear that in mind. So if you try bringing a EMIC in or something like that, okay? You can bring a Duchess in as well if you want, whatever fancy ticky. So this guy is actually different, right? He set his king and queen to do the A1 straight away, but UDK also put shields up, so UDK could also possibly kill this team if he's not careful. So he gets the double hit and we're just kind of just waiting, right? Because we're waiting for some type of shield. Now we can't kill Sifi because of UDK, so unfortunately we're not going to get a kill there. And we still have the unkillable on everyone except from Sifi, which is fine. Sifi might get block revive in a second. Hopefully not. Okay, so as you can see, they do have strength and shield up now, which is super effective. Yeah, so we can't target CV because of the taunted. I did forget about that. My bad. Boink. And a down and out. The killable is back round for us because the A1 procced for EMIC. And we're going to hit auto, have a cup of tea, put our feet up, and just see how it goes, right? Let's wait for UDK to die. It's not super slow as well. Like, if UDK's not in it, it's 1 minute farm, 1 minute 30. So if you're pushing plat on this weekend, like EMIC is the man for you, right? And the CF role is just generally quite flexible, but lockout, second nuker is definitely very optionable as well. I will probably practice that myself. We have this one here, Lydia. We got to be a little bit careful with Lydia because if we make one mistake, then it is game over. But Lydia does put a AoE strengthen buff up, so that's a good thing to kind of take in note. So we do have a stone skin as well. She's going to do her best to put the buffs out. He does this. Juicy. Nice damage. And we do that. Gets a reset. Fine. We got an unkillable on us anyway, except from Sifi. And we also get a reset as well. Sifi will go down. That's fine. We're not going to revive Sifi. Now we have shield here, shield here. Now you could, now if UDK is not here, you can, and if it's 3 buffs, I definitely recommend using the A2 into the A3. Like UDK is not here, and then King has 3 buffs on him. I would use this on King, get the block revive, because then it's night, right? It's game over. But we know we can't, so we've got shields up. We're gonna get the double hit. We take him out. Now I can't hit auto because she will revive Queen. Sorry, Sifi, right? And then Lydia will just do her shenanigans, which is what we don't want, okay? So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to clean this up with what we got here. And there we are, pretty simple, 1 minute 30. That's with a UDK there, it's pretty impressive. I feel like the new champion, the new future champions could be nuts for this. Like AoE stun, sheep. and how much turn meter he drops as well. Like this strategy would be so pretty OP. You'd have to run a fast one. As you can see here, someone's already running a EMIC up here. Okay, so we have another one here of Warlords. Now this one's a bit different, right? Because it has a lockout, and this can make it a little bit difficult for me. So here I would probably just go in with Warlords and just hope I'm faster. That's generally your best bet. This one is just hopefully better and faster. So what my Warlord's like 356. If we lose this, it's because he is faster, and you can still win it, right? If you have a high resistance EMIC, you can still win this. Okay, so we are faster. Again, I don't really like to lock him out because of the abilities, which is a bit annoying. So it's something that I will think about here. And you've said we don't even kill Warlords, which is quite a squishy champion, really, if you think about it. So Emmerich's having loads of fun here. And then we're going to lock him out again. So it must have been propped somewhere. Quite effective. We will kill him this time. There we are. Thank you, UDK. I appreciate you. We can use this now to go ahead and take her out. So you can use Warlords. It's just like I don't find it effective because you lock her out and she won't put the A2, which means you won't get the double hit. But if you see a Warlord, you kind of have to do it, and it still protects you quite well. So that C3 roll is quite flexible and quite usable. Okay. So again, this will work against Taurus and Marishka as well, quite effectively. Maybe bring a Warlord in then in Stone Skin just to kind of slow them down. And Stowe, you probably don't need it as much with like Taurus and Marishka. There's a lot of red champions up in Plat right now. It's a little bit scary. You can use this against pretty much other comps as well with like this. Like this one we can take on and we will win, but this will take 3 minutes. Like this will take 3-4 minutes because of Marishka. Like I've done a lot of practicing to kind of know this now. And obviously she's just a whole new ball game, kind of crazy broken. Another unicorn here, we beat him earlier. Another unicorn here. So you can see a lot of people are starting to pack lockouts. Me, I'm not really packing lockouts. I'm just kind of, I did put a Warlord in here. So this is my Stone Skin Warlord. So this has probably catch a few people off as well. Warlord, pretty solid. Yeah, double Taurus here. Lost against me. So I know it's not plan and push. It's only midweek push. They're not the best players who's attacking me most likely. So a lot of the duos are slightly a bit difficult because of the lockout. So you can see here, speed lockout. Just kind of puts me off. I've pushed fairly high. So in Harmony could be a good one because a passive is really strong against King. And it's actually a cool counter as well. So, and then we're going to talk about gear sets in a second, because obviously you don't want to put them in bolster set, because that'd just be absolutely silly, right? So, that's something to kind of be in. As you can see, he's actually just put up his strengthen and shields 2 turns, which is super nice. So in Harmony's passive does kind of come into effect here, which is something we have to take into consideration. But it's good to see this, like it's good for testing, right? And then Emeric's going to do his thing. See if he's going to give me more to me to boost. we can go ahead and put a block revive on her. And then shield. I mean, what else can I say? Pretty effective. King and queen counter. Okay, like there's lockouts, that's a different story. But it can still be done. I've already done it. It's just it depending on the lockout. Like the mythical champions, a whole new ball game. And I could probably beat it after a little bit of test game with like Lady Menic and stuff like that. Just wait for this UDK to go down now. I was kind of thinking, like, why were we not doing? When I first was using this champion, I was under pressure that I had to be under strengthen or shield, and I was completely wrong. So it's good to kind of be wrong. It's a learning gap, right? He's just coming to the game, not been around that long, so it's fine. And as you can see, we've been working. I've been practicing to kind of get this to work. That is a very fast CP. We're actually really lucky not to get killed there because that is a really fast CP. And I think we only got like one reaction piece. We do have her in one piece stone skin, one piece bolster, so that's where the bolster set's coming from. And I could do lycra in bolster as well, actually, for other things, but not against the duo. The duo is a bit of a no-go, to be honest. But it does have its points, and now because I've worked out EMIC works quite effectively with this, I'm not too bothered about it. Which is saving me a rework on the rebuild. And I like to have a bit of a different build, because everyone is now going to build it in stone skin and stuff like that when they realize that EMIC is such a good cheese away from this. So he's gonna get one hit there. So use Sifi to revive him. It's the first time I've actually struggled. I'm gonna use Sifi to use increase its speed. Oh, block revive, nice. No shield, that's fine. Oh, UDK soaks up a hit there. And EMIC's ready with that unkillable. And she just does that like the dream. Just wait. And boom. Gone. Night. Jevini. You hit auto. And you're on your way. Sunshine done. Okay? Cool. We'd probably farm these a lot faster, don't get me wrong, if I wasn't talking and trying to explain on what I'm doing and what I'm looking at. Okay, so I think we've gone over quite a few teams there. I don't want to make this video too crazy. Let's go ahead and show you. I want to show you a couple of screenshots actually from my Discord, because I do have a couple of screenshots if I can find them. So I didn't keep them. I was hoping I kept them and shown them, but about the man-eater and stuff. Anyway, let me know down in the comments if you want to see man-eater being used, or like Sonic and helicath, right? Because they all can fit in this role. I was going to show the screenshots, but I've seemed to have done something with the screenshots. And then we're going to talk about the ideal build. Mine's not the ideal build. Mine's just kind of the Phantom Shogun build, right? So as you can see, pretty much hit miss. So definitely don't use bolster. This is the whole, it's defeating the whole point of the purpose. The best set would be protection. And the reason why protection would be good is you want a fast, tanky resistance and accuracy build. Okay, so it's kind of like 300 accuracy, 800 resistance, generally a 6-piece or 9-piece or even a 4-piece protection, whatever you can get, because this will allow people like Monkey, stuff like that, not to strip the unkillables or the taunt, which can really screw you up if they do ahead and do that, and the high resistance as well, which will really protect you. And it's safer than Stone Skin, because Stone Skin gives you 50-50. Now if you look at protection, when protection is quite consistent, overall it is a 50% chance of protecting debuffs, and then a 9-piece is a 75. So if you can get a 9-piece, go ahead, do it. But a 9-piece is going to be super hard. 6-piece, you might just have to settle for that, and then reaction along the bottom row as well. And then again, you want him quite fast, okay? Like masteries as well, Fizz of Presence, not Fizz of Presence. You want to go with Unshakable, okay? And Shakeable is the way. Blessing, Sheep as well. So for me, this is nothing special. This is not really the typical ideal arena build, but it is fast, it's tanky, and that's about it. It's fast and tanky, okay? So you can take a hit, and that is why it works. Anyway, guys, I think that's about it for this video. We're going to go ahead and wrap up. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. I've been Grim Reaper. Hopefully you enjoyed this like I have. It's cool to see EMIC back. I will be using way more. I've been Grim Reaper. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.